Welcome back, guys. Ben here, and today we are going to be looking at the trailer for the new patch for the Last Caretaker, which just dropped the new update called the Last Human. And we're going to be looking at patch notes and basically the little bit of announcement that they put on the Discord as well, breaking down the patch as well. We're going to explore it all. We're going to see what's all going on, and it's dropped today as well. So right now on Tuesday the 16th, it is dropped, and yeah, we're going to check it out and have a little look at what's going on. So sit back, relax, like, comment, subscribe. Let's check out this trailer together. Okay, look at that. New machinery. Is the forklift? Oh. Okay, interesting. What we're going to do is we're going to watch that back, and we're going to stop it at certain points because there's a lot to break down there. So obviously this is just the opening kind of shot of the oil rig. Obviously they've got loads of typhoons there on the landing pad. Made this a little bit of a hub, it seems. You can kind of see, looks like just two medium batteries. I was hoping maybe this was a large battery. Could be potentially. And then you got the little spaghetti of the of their like little turbines there. Let's have a look. Let's update one Last Humans. So this is, let's have a look at this top bit here. There's that basketball thing as well that's there. These steps around the back and everything as well. We've got the diving and, oh, let's just go back very quickly. Pause just quickly there. Got this underwater section. Then we've got the new money trash, and looks like obviously we've got the pocket watch memory thing there as well. We've got the new kind of basketball game. We've seen the basketball boards littered around numerous POIs. So I'm wondering if this will only be at certain POIs, or if like all of them will now have this little home and guest kind of thing in there and stuff. But that's good to see. And this is really interesting because this looks like a new. This is like, look, there's an electrical cable going in and a fuel cable going in. And you've got the valve at the top and you've got the power switch as well. I'm trying to see what this is plugged into because this looks like a new petrol generator. If you look at it, it's this red color. Not too sure what this is right behind me here, behind my camera here, but it's looks like it's, I'm trying to see if it's got like a red stripe but nothing else. But you can see we've got these petrol tankers here. We've got a turbine here. We've got the batteries over there. Yeah, we've definitely got this. This is new. This red thing here. This is hopefully a pure petrol generator that maybe you're then just putting oil straight into. Maybe does this bypass the distillery? Because it's definitely not the distillery. This is the distillery, isn't it? Come to think of it. So curious what that is. Maybe we'll see that in the patch notes. We've got new locations, and this is the big one. They've got caves. They're gonna have cave systems. Now whether that's going to show on the map or whether it's just going to be a case of at certain POIs, we're going to be able to go underwater and there'll be a bit more of a flushed out cave system. Really interesting on that though. I just want to double back there. You can see here we've got, there's one of the little forklifts. This area looks different as well. Looks like we're in some sort of hangar. We have a broken kind of walkway there as well. We've got obviously a laser bob, I think the shiny ones with the big circle there, the laser bobs. So yeah, that's the big scaries. And then if we just go back, I'm terrible at this, aren't I? You can tell I don't do a lot of reaction videos. Okay, so yeah, this is Central Warehouse Alpha. We can see this is where we've actually been and got up to in our Let's Play that we've been doing. And this is going to be accessible. Obviously, we've already been here and cleared out some of the top bits, but looks like there's the door and the access and the power that's going to be there now on that right-hand side. And we'll be able to get in and see what's going on. And maybe this prior image was is the inside. Maybe that's the two doors, and that's the side door and stuff. So maybe this is the inside of the Central Warehouse Alpha. So looking forward to checking that out and exploring that. We've got this. We've got a little tiny little POI, maybe an introduction for more smaller ones as well that are going to be there. There is a little roller boy on the top there, and ladder obviously to get up. Maybe there's something in here, but maybe there's something below as well. So maybe there's a bit more to it than that. Now the new equipment. So we've got a like a spyglass, like telescope. We've got binoculars. Obviously we've got the night vision. I'm not too sure what that is. Again, we'll be able to see that on the patch notes. I think that is like a health injector with the looks like you'll be able to like inject it in maybe. So we'll have a little look at that in the list of stuff. And this, I have no idea what this is, but again, it looks like it's powered. It acts like a junction box as well as. Like it looks like a speaker or like a radar or something like that. I don't think sonar is coming yet. I don't think so anyway. I think there is obviously sonar on the roadmap, but I don't think it was in this one. So yeah, not too sure. This acts like a junction box with something on top of it. So we'll have a look and see if we can get clarity on that. Obviously, I think binoculars is a great option to have. And this is cool. I don't know what this machine is. It's white and with a gas cable, and it's actually not going. It's going towards the recycler. It's not going into the recycler, but so there's some sort of oxygen processing kind of option here. Again, maybe we've got an actual thing to process oxygen now, rather than there might be that they're replacing the reliance on the Saboteur, which previously you'd put the CO2 and everything into that, and then you'd be able to generate oxygen and methane from that. Looks like they're giving us more options to kind of work with that, which is really good. And I think that is just the methane tank. I don't think that's like a methane production thing. So we'll have a little look there. But yeah, that looks really good. Looks as well, I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like the little at the very bottom. Can I get rid of my? There we go. See here at the very bottom. Got a little bit of a nicer UI on the electric bar and the health bar. Got the little Healy pluses and the little electrics. Maybe that's already in there. Maybe I haven't noticed that, but looks like they've tweaked the color. Looks a little bit like of a bolder green and a bolder blue. But yeah, but actually it says right here it's a soil forge. So it says right there, the name. Grab the soil forge. So is this something that's going to help us with making like the compost beds and planting the seeds and things like that? And is that getting like CO2 from the plants to then, then go towards methane and stuff like that? Because that is where it's plugged into. It's plugged into the methane canister. So yeah, really interesting to see that. And this is a new thing that you're able to not only switch it on and off, but be able to then choose the level of production. Although I don't get how it goes 0, 25, 50, 75, 250, and then 100. So it looks like that's around the wrong way. But yeah, all the same, that's good to see a new way to operate the machinery. I just want to go back there. I don't think we saw the name for that one. Oh, here we go. Oh, that is the soil forge. That's the soil forge from the other way. So I don't know what we'd throw in here. Looks like maybe another way of putting biomass into that, and that will then give us a way to get like produce methane more reliably. So happy to see that. I think that was something that was needed. And we've got this this is the night vision view, obviously, and I think this is under the rocket. So this is on Exodus, and that's where the rocket sits, and the fire comes out, and you've got all these little, like the slimy biopod things here, and yeah, it's giving us an idea of what the night vision looks like. You can see that's equipped there at the bottom. And I just wanted to go back to this because they show this. I don't know if that's just a transition thing. I don't think anything's changed here. Trying to think where this is. I think this is on the boat, and I think what they've done, if I'm not mistaken, they've added an electricity and a fuel line into the cabin where we operate the boat. So where we actually control the boat ourselves. Those are both there. I think it looks like, because you've got the little catwalk way here. So I think that's on the right hand side, and this bit here on the right, just behind me, is the Pico terminal. And this here is where where the speed and everything will be, basically adding a little bit there. So I guess if you want to put something in the cabin, then you can do. Try to see if there's anything new this. And then obviously we got the main event, the forklift. It does actually have a name. It's called the Forklift Donk Lift 3200. Not your first choice, but the one you're stuck with. And then this, when I saw this, I was like, that's very... Whether this is, again, is this in Central Warehouse Alpha? Is this something that we're able to build in places? It doesn't look like it, but it looks like maybe there'll be somewhere where we'll be able to dump all the stuff into that. That was my thing, is what is the point in the forklift? Because there's not anywhere really to really use it to its full capacity. But I guess, and we've got a look at the pallets here, the pallets that are a different type of pallet to the ones that we've been cutting up. You'll be able to stack stuff on those, lift those up, and then dunk them into the big floor recycler. And we've got this previously defeated roller boy right there as well. That's cool. Does catch the pallet, which is a little bit annoying for if you're wanting to reuse that pallet. Something you've got to be careful of. I just want to go back here. Seems like there's plenty of pallets in the back. Have a look at new quests. We saw a lot of this at the Halls of Humanity, and obviously at Exodus Station, things like that. So a bit more around the humans and the Last Whisperer probably. And this is really cool because you've got this giant dinosaur thing, like the toy. We've got another water pump here, and this is like a habitat module because it's got like the containers. It's very like the habitat module layout and like the different materials that they use for those. There's a lot of habitats tend to have a lot of containers and stacked up on hollowed out living quarters and things like that. So it looks like it'll take us to a larger one. Yeah, looks like we'll be exploring a bit more of that. And this is something else as well with a laser bob, I guess. And you can see here, a little pad here as well. Interface, normally the doors, you just power it because it's got the little mouse cursor. It's got the little padlock, and then it's got the little power icon. You don't normally have this little screen to the right of it. So I wonder if that's going to be a new thing for some of these like locked doors and things like that. Not sure what this thing will be. And then obviously you got a little bit of a... Oop. So let's have a look together at the patch notes and through the Discord. So we'll do the Discord first. Okay, so we've got the Discord up from channel 37. Hey Caretakers, our first roadmap update, Last Humans, has just dropped. So they've got new locations and quests. The warehouse opens for business, new hangar, caves, habitat nodes, and secrets to uncover. New items and modules, the forklift donk lift 3200, not your first choice, but the one you're stuck with. Compost modules Mark 1 and Mark 2, and updates to the recycler systems, which I'm intrigued. It seems like, are they also going to be updating the base recycler? And is that going to be for better, for worse? What are they going to be changing with that? And presumably, you might be able to install the floor recycler then, perhaps, because they said the recycler systems, plural. So at the moment, we only really have one. Binoculars, telescope, night vision goggles, health injector, underwater functional glow sticks, which is interesting because some people have recommended to bring glow sticks down. I didn't I haven't really tried it too much. I'm guessing these will be brighter glow sticks that will work better underwater. And then we've got the basketball game and the horn with tunes. So that's what the thing is that you plug in. It's a horn. You'll be able to assign some tunes to it, I guess. New enhancements, which is interesting. They haven't mentioned anything about raising the level cap yet, but if they're adding new enhancements, which is obviously our stat points, they've got to be raising the level cap so that we can get more points to put points into those enhancements, you'd hope. And they've added some achievements as well. We'll look at that on Steam in a second. Round of fixes, tuning, crash fixes, stability, and performance improvements. More details found on the Steam page. We'll be going there right after this. What's next? So the team's already working hard on the next update, Ocean, the Final Frontier. And that's going to be the jet ski, lightning rods, fishing with net launcher and sonar, boat customization, more weather variations, and much more. Your input helps us shape the game in meaningful ways, so please keep it coming. We're listening. And that's just the channel trailer that we've seen. So let's head over to Steam. Okay, so update 1, and it's come out now. I thought it was coming out Thursday the 18th. They've either decided to drop it early on the 16th, or I just got that date wrong. But I'm pretty sure that it was all rumored to be the 18th. Maybe it was never confirmed, but yeah, that's dropped already. Obviously, your Steam will automatically have the blue update button ready for you to update it. No like funny things that you need to do with it or anything like that. And the big fixes. So they fixed multiple boat issues, including engine audio mismatches, loading problems, and collisions. They fixed dismantle, repair, targeting errors, and walls blocking actions. They fixed consumable behavior, resource usage, and checks for batteries, injectors, and other items. Fixes to door blocking logic, teleport cheats, ability releases, and grouped actor consumption issues. They fixed the fabricator placement detection and issues with modules failing to connect or disconnect properly. They fixed NPC physics wielding issues, dismantle logic, corpse collisions, and AI spawner problem. They fixed save-related issues, including continue game selection and autosave detection. They fixed the unlocking issues in some of the achievements. I'm hopeful of that because there's an achievement to get 200 enhancement points. I've got more than that, but that achievement never popped for me. Fixed collisions for props such as chairs, boat interiors, rubber trash, flashlights, and others. And then they fixed the water zone buoyancy problems and related physics issues, which I think that's when, when like a shark dies or something like that, or you drop something in the water, it basically, the water physics goes really crazy and it can put a lot of stress on the system as well. So I think hopefully that is in relation to that. New systems, so compost system for food generation with temperature control and methane output. The recycler now outputs raw biomatter and new skills, base compost, methane compost. So we can put, what would we put in to get biomatter out? It's interesting. We're gonna have to have a look at that. The basketball minigame is in the hangar, presumably, I'm not sure which hangar. Speakers and horns with tone control. So they've got the C, D, E, G, A, B and volume adjustments. So they've got the C major scale there. Night vision goggles, drivable forklift, donk. Did we mention that? Heavy duty, extremely loud and extremely polluting. Electricity to health conversion device, 2 new underwater torches, and then they've got the money as trash resource loop. So really not sure what we'll be doing with the money and what that's needed for and how we'd use it, but yeah, we'll have to see. So there's the secret of habitat nodes. That's one of the quests. They've got one before me, and we've got the secret of warehouse. So it might even be that you don't even get to go to the warehouse yet. You need to go to the habitat node first and stuff. So we'll have a little look. They've got a new hangar, familiar but new, and it is a new hangar. So that's going to be the hangar that has the basketball minigame, presumably then. NDN grid opens, so micro-sized locations. Those are like the little ones coming out of the water. And the quiet archive, secret underwater caves. So really interested to check those out and see what's under there. Tools, modules, and boats improvements. So obviously binocular scopes, updated box icons. So that's when you're customizing the boxes. You'll be able to hopefully have more options with that. Cable connector build highlight now shows red when placement is blocked. Heavy underwater torches. Visible pipes for permanent tanks and batteries. Interesting. Okay. You can actually have, for tanks and batteries that are permanently there, it'll actually show the pipes there. Okay. Engine switches relocate to the bridge. Yes, because the engine switches were down in next to the engines, and you couldn't switch them off. And I don't mind them being down there, but it would have been nice to have them also up in the bridge, but they've just moved them up to the bridge, which is absolutely fine. And then the power and diesel socket is added to the upper deck. which we saw as well. And we've got speaker modules now as well. They've got new language, quick actions and flags, cleaner prompts and slider visuals. Input remapping now saves properly if you had an issue with that before. And they fixed focus. Okay. In-game bug and issue reporting tools, so that's actually in the game now as well. And they've done a mountain of bug fixes: buoyancy, elevators, ladders, cables, glow stick duplication, fabricator logic, memory syncing, platform stability, UI issues, localization, save slot detection, nav manager, shader cache, ocean masking, and more. They actually do have even more detailed patch notes, which we'll have a look at. And obviously this is the bit that they said what's next. Last Humans is not just a milestone, it is a signal. The mission is progressing and humanity still has a chance. So that's what we've got there. And they do actually have all the changes here. New explorable caves, 3 new achievements, new archangel enemies have been added to the world. So there's a bigger angel, presumably, an archangel. Growth containers were added to the world, including loot, memories, and enemies. A new hangar. And then, yeah, a lot of this is pretty similar to what we've already got. There's some more color preset. Type text with gamepad is available with a virtual keyboard now. Skill requirements, updated crafting, balancing for skill costs, and corrected quest-based unlock logic. Okay, cool. And they've done numerous warehouse gameplay passes, including updated puzzles, recycler functionality, props, and layout. Cool. And they now support Polish, Ukrainian, and Russian. Well, yeah. What do you guys think of that? I'm pretty impressed. I'm surprised it dropped a couple of days early. That's really, really good though. And excited to check it out. So with that, we will be doing a stream later on where we'll be checking this out and seeing how it runs and seeing if it works better as well, like the optimization, compatibility, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, exciting. If you've already got the game, then you'll be able to jump in. The update is available now. And if not, and you want to see how we get on with it, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, all that kind of stuff as well. We'll be covering it and exploring and seeing what it's all about. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.